questions that normally are meant to be asked at the end of the year, but it's midway through the year, so I thought this works. We're pretty far into it, weirdly enough, eh? Really, time does go faster every year. But I have 40 questions. These are by Steph Ango, and let's go. Question number 1. What did you do this year that you'd never done before? I got a bunch of training done. I am first aid certified. I am certified to work with food, certified to work with all sorts of stuff. This helps me to be able to better help people, and that's something I was never able to do before. It's extremely important for me to be able to give myself skills that not anyone can get, skills that you have to put in time and effort for, and I'm really happy that I've been able to actually start doing that. Really, it does make me quite happy, and I've never done that before. Question number 2. Did you keep your New Year's resolutions? Yes and no. So I haven't lost weight, I've actually gained weight, but my resolutions were to fix my situation in life, which I am starting to be sure, to actually start making a positive impact, which through this channel and other things I think that I'm starting to do, and to try to feel a little bit happier, which, while I do still get depressed and down in the dumps, I would say I'm succeeding in. Question number 3. Did anyone close to you give birth? Not that I know of. I've dated people in the past who now have, kids, but in my life right now that I know, no. Nobody. Question 4. Did anyone close to you die? No. Not this year. The past few years I have had people who I was formerly close to before pass away, and that's going all the way back to 2013. But this year, no, and I'm thankful for that. You never want to hear the news of someone passing away. Question number 5. What cities, states, or countries did you visit? Actually, none so far. I am working on it though, I have a passport and all that, but I haven't really gone around yet, but I would like to. I want to check out Japan, Philippines, South Korea, Germany, the Netherlands, Scotland, Ireland, and Britain, which I know a lot of those are in the UK, but you know what I mean. Also, I'd like to check out Belgium and Switzerland, maybe Iceland. Question number 6. What would you like to have next year that you lacked this year? Well, of course, I'd like to have a family, but I don't think that'll happen for maybe, sadly, 4 or 5 more years. I wish, though. But yeah, next year I'd like to be further along in work, further along in this. Next year I'd like to have maybe by next year, January, maybe 3,000 subscribers. If I'm able to get to 5,000 or 6,000, that's great, but anything is good, right? I also would like my videos to get more views and hopefully to be monetized. Question 7. What dates from this year will remain etched upon your memory and why? From this year, I'm not entirely sure. Just like birthdays and stuff, days that I need to remember every year, basically. So far, and knock on wood, nothing really bad has happened this year. I'd like to keep it that way. I gotta keep myself positive, uplifted, and just cheerful, because there's no sense in being negative, right? When you're like that, you get an echo chamber around you, and you don't want that. Question number 8. What was your biggest achievement of the year? So far, definitely hitting 2,000 subscribers. my biggest channel, and this is what I want to be doing in the future, right? I want to be making these ASMR videos to a larger audience to help people. And like, you hear stories of people, like I heard one guy was able to like get like a new car and stuff and fix his life situation, and he was able to do that all through YouTube. He didn't have to ask for donations, he was just able to do it through like ads and stuff. And I think that's really cool, because like, yes, I would like to have a like Patreon or something where viewers can join, or like a members only thing. But if I'm able to make as much content as I can that doesn't charge people anything, I want to do that. And at the end of the day, I still will be able to make income off of that, as well as job, and hopefully a second job if I can get one. So I'll have 2 jobs, and if this takes off, 3, which I'm perfectly happy with. An aspect of any job that I take, right, is I want it to have the element of helping people. If there was a job where it was helping nobody, or maybe even being detrimental to somebody, like a debt collector or something, I would not take that job. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, I'm not able to be that mean, and like you know what I mean, like how they'll get on you about debts and stuff, and they'll come after you and they just don't care at all. It's gross, and I'm not able to do that. Question number 9. What was my biggest failure this year? Probably saving money, and also gaining weight. But on the bright side, both of those things can be fixed. I can lose the weight, get myself in good health, maybe even better, start lifting some more. It's nothing crazy, but start lifting some more. Boom. Then I'll be in shape. And with the savings, it's as easy as squirreling away some stuff. I'm thinking about making a new bank account where there's money that I won't be able to touch, and that way I can save it so I can eventually get like a newer car and finance it. Now you may be asking, why do you need a newer car? And I would agree with you, but the thing is, the way the world works, unfortunately, is if you don't have a nicer car, like a newer car, people will think that you're like below them, it almost seems. And I was taught this by a coworker, and that was actually very wise. If you can give the illusion that you are of quote-unquote higher status or whatever, as messed up as it is, people will give you more opportunities. And that's why you also have cliques at work too. You know, groups of people who hang out with one another and kind of help each other up. I'm not really like that. I don't like having to be buddy-buddy with people in order to progress, but I feel like you kind of have to. And I don't like that it's like that. I think that's like a problem with a lot of just like humanity in general. They're like that, but though there is one positive of not driving like a beater car, it's the fact that my car is not always breaking down. Like seriously, that check engine light came on again, man. I checked the code readers. It doesn't even tell me anything. It's like whatever. Also, if you're watching this, learn how to change a tire and how to change your oil. It's very useful. And it's not that hard. Especially the oil. All you have to do is just lift it up with a jack, get under it. There's like a little screw. You unscrew it and you put the oil into an oil pan. Then you screw it back up and then you put oil on the top. That's all you do. It doesn't even take that long. Maybe like 40 minutes. About, yeah. I digress. Question number 10. What other hardships did you face? Mostly just like not feeling like I was putting enough effort forward in terms of like work or YouTube or getting in shape. I want to really lock down and hone in. I don't like half-assing things. I want to put my all into it. It's very important to me because the buck stops with me and I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help myself. And I feel like I need to be 100%, not 95, not 99, 100%. And it's very important, to me at least. Question number 11. Did you suffer illness or injury? I had my thyroid stuff earlier this year and late last year, otherwise, I mean, like my fingernail got a bit screwed up. But that's due to dermatophagia, which is where you bite your nails. It's an anxiety thing. Otherwise, nothing really. And I want to keep it that way by getting in shape. It's not that hard, honestly. I don't know why I don't do it. I think it's just procrastination. Number 12. What was the best thing you bought? Probably my new pair of shoes. My old ones were like getting worn down to the plastic underneath, and I really needed some new ones. I'd been getting like $25 shoes from Walmart for months, and I splurged. I got a $45 pair of shoes from Walmart, but they're Skechers, so that's cool. I remember I went to, there was a New Balance store that opened. I went there. I didn't think they'd be that expensive because people talk about how they're really good, but they're also cheap. But they are quite expensive, and like spending 120 plus on a pair of shoes, I don't think I got the budget for that right now. Like, not enough expendable income. I also bought a nice coat. It's a Kenneth Cole coat that was on sale. Originally it was $200, but I got it for $40. That's a really good deal. It's nice, it fits, and when I lose weight, it'll be nice and a little bit baggy. So it's something I'll be able to keep around and hopefully give, like, pass down generation to generation. Kenneth Cole is a pretty good, like, luxury kind of brand, I guess. They make, like, colognes and stuff. Kenneth Cole Reaction, for example, is a cologne. I believe they have a deodorant that's like a stick version. And they also make, like, shoes and suits and, like, suit pants. It's really nice. I'd like to, start wearing more suits and stuff. Change up my appearance so I look a little bit more professional. You know what I mean? I really do I admire when someone puts effort into their skincare and their hair and stuff like that. Grooming and stuff of that nature. It really does help to show that you're serious. Do you know what I mean? Alright. Question number 13. Whose behavior merited celebration? I'm not sure how to interpret that, but I guess I would just say anybody who went out of their way to help others and to, like, take time out of their day to help other people. Question number 14. Whose behavior made you appalled? Well, I feel like there's a lot of, like, just like unrest going on right now. Like, politically, from all sides, and I just don't get it. People, I've found they'll dehumanize other people because of their echo chambers on whichever side of the fence they're on, and there's more than two. And when you're around a group of people who only think what you think, then it causes you to get a little bit more extreme over time. And it also causes you to get more isolated, so you don't really reflect on your own behavior, I guess. So just all sorts of political stuff. It's such an annoyance. Like, you'll see people, they'll be like, oh, politics is, it's in literally everything. It's like, come on, man. If I go to the store and buy a coconut, is that supposed to be political? It's a freaking coconut, dude. And yes, I will drink the coconut milk unless it's moldy. Do not eat moldy coconuts. That can kill you in like less than a day. Don't do it. And also, if you can, make sure you buy coconut water in like a glass container so you can see it. Coconut water is tasty though. But coconuts are not political. They're coconutical. Now, question number 15. Where did most of your money go? Unfortunately, I gotta work on eating, but I do love food. But I think I'll be happier once I'm a little bit of a better weight. And like I said, lifting some more. Look at this arm. That's the weak one. That's the strong one. Question 16. What did you get really, really, really excited about the growth of this channel? I was really happy because I'd wanted to make ASMR for a really long time, especially after like those Tiara the Waylo videos and everyone else, Maddie Tingles, Jojo ASMR, Jubilee Whispers, let me see here, Who else? Dido, most definitely. I loved the way that they were able to make these videos that helped people to relax, and I've wanted to do that for a long time because there's too much negativity in the world and too much anger and violence. And I wanted to make something that people could fall asleep and help them get through the day, and I can attest to it. ASMR helps me get through the day. When I had nothing, when I was on like welfare, or I guess it'd be a form of welfare, I was making like $300 a month. I was able to get through that because I was listening to these ASMR videos, especially Tiar Duelo because of his talks, and that's why I do a lot of talking on this channel. I feel like I have something to say, but most importantly, I feel like I can help people, and that's what I want to do. If I ever go to get a degree or something, maybe psychology, something that I can use to help people, or like a counselor or something. It's very important, and I want to read the DSM too. I might do some DSM reading for a video in the future if I can get my hands on one. They're like $600. Also, if I do get like a psychologist degree or something, a psychology degree, I won't be able to diagnose you through here, but I'll still be able to make good content. I don't know what that was. Okay. Question number 17. What song will always remind you of this year? I guess just what I was listening to. I listened to a lot of Neon. I listened to a lot of Twice. My favorite song of theirs is Oxygen. And I know that's underrated, but Oxygen by Twice. Really good song. Let me see here. Precious Love is good too. That's a cover. Releases. Between 1 and 2 as well. Talk That Talk. Basics. Which, that song is way newer than I thought. Like, I thought it was an old song because it sounded like classic, but no. The song's only like 2 years old. Basics. I'll have to listen to the rest of Between 1 and 2. Oh, no. Oh, Moonlight Sunrise is very good too. The Feels. Life Would Suck Without Twice. Though sometimes I do get fear of missing out, or feel like compared to them I haven't accomplished much. I don't know. My music never took off. It's okay. No. Alright. Question number 18. Compared to this time last year, are you happier or sadder, thinner or fatter, richer or poorer? I am happier. I'm in a better position work-wise, better position mental health-wise for the most part, and just more cheerful. Thinner or fatter? I am fatter by far. Like tied for my biggest weight, but I can lose the weight so long as I'm committed. I use an app called Zero for fasting, and what it is you start the timer and then it runs in the background, and you can have notifications so it tells you how far along the fast is going. And so I use that. It's called Zero. And richer or poorer, even though I have like negative balance in my bank account, probably richer, just because I have an income that's more than like $300 a month. So yeah. Question number 19. What do you wish you'd done more of? Traveling, but I'm going to fix that in a couple days. I'm going to travel to a little mini city that's kind of close to us, and then I'm going to go to the West Edmonton Mall, which I'm very excited for. I've never been there, and it looks so cool. They have like everything there. They even have a Spencer's there, and like I haven't seen one of those since like 2006. I didn't even know they were still a thing. Last time I went to a big mall was probably 2013, so quite a long time ago considering I was 18 then, like just 18, and now I'm 30. Travel, where was that? Sorry, I'm trying to find where I was on the list. Question number 20. What do you wish you'd done less of? Ruminating. There's no point in sitting around thinking about negative things, because guess what? It won't won't change anything. The only way you can change going forward is by actually putting in effort, which, for once, I literally my entire 20s didn't do that, but I was finally able to start, and I'm very proud of that. If you're watching, don't just sit there. If you have an idea for a YouTube channel, make it. You could succeed. I believe in you, and there's people who are willing to watch you and care about your views on whatever, or your favorite topics, like if you like trains or video games or movies, anything like that. Why not give it a try? It's better than wishing you had done something and later on just thinking, oh, I didn't do this, I wish I could have done more with my life. Food for thought. Question number 21. How are you spending the holidays? I hope to spend the holidays this year with my girlfriend's family and my family. That's pretty much it, with my step-siblings and all that. So should be good. I'm hoping it's a really nice one this year, and it's a very fluffy Christmas with many of the white rabbits. They are my favorite part of the winter season. Well, technically they're hares, but hares and rabbits, I don't care, they're the same thing to me. Except for hares don't really hop, they kind of run. They're cool though. Question number 22. Did you fall in love this year? No, I fell in love last year. Question number 23. Did you hate anyone now that you didn't hate this time last year? I guess my dad. You know, I've come to understand that he was only 18 when I was born, and it was pretty difficult for him. He was the sole breadwinner, and my mother wound up walking out, so I can understand where some of his anger came from, I guess, though I wouldn't do that to my kid, be physical with him and stuff. It is mean. I just wish that he would be kinder. Question number 24. What was my favorite show? I don't really watch TV shows, to be honest. The closest thing would be like T.R. the Waylo's podcast, which I guess that's my favorite one. Go check his podcast out on iTunes. He has a YouTube channel with his podcast, but it's not fully updated yet. But yeah, I don't really watch TV. I'd like to watch The Office, because that's pretty funny from like the clips I've seen, so I'm probably going to start watching that. I remember when it was on, but now it's even like more popular. I think it dwarfs Friends now, so that's cool. It was funny, and Steve Carell was always funny. Remember that movie Dinner for Schmucks came out, and I almost went and saw it in theaters with a friend. I think we went to see The Purge together though, and that movie was okay. But I would have wanted to see Dinner for Schmucks. I like comedy movies. Question number 25. What was the best book you read? The best book I've read is one that I'm reading, 48 Laws of Power. If you're someone who wants to help people, I suggest reading this to kind of better understand the psychology of how people are, and like some tricks on how to like actually not get like screwed over. 48 Laws of Power. And then the guy did one with 50 Cent as well, because 50 Cent liked it, and it's like 50 Laws of Power. So there's that too if you want. Question number 26. What was your greatest musical discovery of the year? I like Kepler. I like Ive, which I've known about him for a while. Stuff like New Jeans. But my favorite one, this isn't this year, but just in general, favorite discovery is Twice. I first started listening to them in 2020 during the pandemic. Very good music. Got me through depressing periods of my life. The best K-pop group ever. I still feel like they're underrated, despite how popular they are. Question number 27. What was my favorite film? Favorite film I've seen so far this year? Gee, what would that be? I watched Extra, which is not very good. I tried to watch House of a Thousand Corpses, which was not very good. And the fact that Karen Black, who's one of my favorite actresses, is only in the first one. I don't think I've really watched any good movies this year, to be honest. movies, but none of them really turn out all that great. Question number 28. What was my favorite meal? Poutine. Homemade poutine. I like to use cheese curds, shredded cheese, gluten-free poutine gravy. I like to cut up my own potatoes and use those as fries. So I take the potatoes, take the skin off after washing them, cut them up into fry shapes, and then get them ready, and then we make poutine with cheese curds as well. That's very good. New York fries is good too. Question number 29. What did you want and get? The channel to succeed, I got that. I'm still hoping for monetization and for more fans, viewers, anybody who is able to come in and be helped by my videos. So I very much appreciate that. I think that, yeah. And question 30. What did you want and not get? I don't know, winning the lottery. Nothing really. Question number 31. What did you do on your birthday? I was just at home, hanging out, watching videos and napping. Pretty much the usual. I may have made an ASMR video sometime after, I think. Question number 32. What one thing would have made your year immeasurably more satisfying? If I was able to get in shape sooner the year, like at the start of the year, and just follow through with that. Or maybe if I was able to get a newer car that didn't break down all the time. But otherwise, not much. Question number 33. How would you describe your personal fashion this year? Business casual. I need to work on it because I want to look more professional, you know what I mean? But I like to wear polos almost exclusively, and like golf pants, and like black shoes. I'd like to maybe get a little bit more out there with it, but also in a way that looks adult and professional, because I'm 30, and for me, I don't want to be dressing too casually, you know what I mean? I want to be professional. Question number 34. What kept you sane? My YouTube, my girlfriend, and my job. And my Alexa Pro. And my Vyvanse. Question number 35. Which celebrity or public figures did you admire the most? Twice. And Ray from IVE and Karen Black. Though Karen Black passed away in 2013. Question number 36. What political issues stirred you the most? Really not any of them. It's a waste of time for me. Politics. It's just depressing and too much anger. Question number 37. Who did you miss? Not really anybody. In terms of like my circle, I'm pretty good right now. Question number 38. Who was the best new person you met? I haven't met anybody new really this year in person, but you never know. Question number 39. What valuable life lesson did you learn this year? Put politics and all of that behind. Put kindness in front. That's the most important thing, to be kind to others no matter what. To make people's lives better and to not get yourself down all the time, to get up, you know. And Giarduelo's videos taught me that you have to get up no matter how depressed you are. It's very important, because for thousands of years people got up when they were depressed and worked through their problems, and you can do it too if you're watching. And finally, question number 40. What is a quote that sums up your year? Comparison is the thief of joy. Never spend your time comparing yourself to other people. Work on yourself. Get yourself through any of your problems and focus on building yourself up. But those are my 40 questions, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and you were able to relax a little bit.